Changes are coming to how often Iowa inspects places that serve food. Those changes come after the Department of Inspections and Appeals reported major violations by restaurants and grocery stores earlier this summer. Violations ranging from incorrectly storing meat to a lack of hand washing areas. Now, those types of inspections aren't changing despite other headlines you may have read this week. Larissa Leone reports on what is changing.
Mark Speltz with the Iowa Department of Inspections and Appeals says the Food and Consumer Safety Bureau has made changes to the frequency of inspections in Iowa food establishments. But the changes don't affect everyone.
Each establishment that we regulate has a set criteria that they fall into, either a very low risk all the way up to a very high risk.
Jessica Dunker with the Iowa Restaurant Association explains it's the low risk places that will experience change, with the inspections department inspecting those every 5 years now instead of 3.
And the lowest risk area, they're going to go to once every 5 years. And these are places that may or may not serve food. They certainly don't prepare food from scratch.
Those are places like your neighborhood bar, which just heat the food instead of preparing it in the kitchen. Spelt says places considered high risk, like your normal sushi or sandwich restaurant, will still be inspected every 3 years. He explains it's the changes to low risk establishments that help that happen.
Our very low, our low, and our medium risk establishments, and reduced inspection frequency there, so we can focus more attention on the high risk establishments.
Dunker shares the changes made by the Iowa Department of Inspections and Appeals don't affect traditional restaurants, so you don't have to worry when you're grabbing a bite at your favorite Iowa eatery.
We really don't expect, as the restaurant industry or the typical restaurant industry, for this to be much of a change. We will still see our inspectors on a very regular basis.
Very interesting. Now, Larissa, how are they making sure restaurants are meeting guidelines in between those inspections?
Good question, Stephanie. Well, Stephanie, Jessica Dunker says every restaurant is required to have one certified food protection manager. She says she's actually been seeing a lot more in restaurants, and now she's seeing that Iowa has had one per shift. So it's not just one per restaurant now. They're kind of doing it one per shift. So great change there.
Absolutely. All right, Larissa, thank you very much.